Hi guys, hope all is well. It's been a little while since I sent out a video to you, but I wanted to do that today just to speak to a few things. No big nuts and bolt issues, just some of my thoughts. So this Wednesday actually marks the day, a year ago this Wednesday, I started my day as the assistant principal at Harrison and ended my day with you at Coverdell as your head principal. And as I reflect on the last year, I think about all the ups and downs that we've had, but I'm so grateful for the opportunity and where we're at a year removed. I'm just really proud of the work that's being done. And so I know as we get closer to October, get towards the end of November, the workload increases, behaviors start increasing, and the stress starts to go with that. So I wanted to start by acknowledging, I know that right now as interventions are getting started and we're finally getting into the full meat of the schedule, and we're really getting into the elements of our core instruction that can build a lot of stress in us. And so I wanted to just bring you back and focus you and remind you that one, I believe that you're doing the best that you can, and I am comfortable with that, and I want you guys to be comfortable with that as well. In a profession where the work never ends, we can rest in the fact that if the work doesn't get done in the afternoon or after school, then it'll pick right back up the next day. And so just keep at it. That's all we ask, is that you guys keep at it, keep plugging away and trying to do the best you can. We'll never ask you for anything more. I also wanted to just give you a couple of positive shout outs, the things that I've noticed across the building that deserve to be shared. I know that each one of you have your own stories like this, but I think these are, I just wanted to share a couple of stories today. So this morning as I was walking in, Aaron Costa stopped me and wanted me to know that Debbie, our evening custodian, had gone in and seen how prepared the room was last night to be cleaned. And because of that, she left a blue ticket on each student's desk with a note on the whiteboard that spoke, just thanking them for being responsible with the school's resources and making her job just a little bit easier. I thought that was really awesome, right? Because Debbie and Chris do so much for the building that the work doesn't go unseen because we see it every morning, but we just don't see them very much. And so for Debbie to take the initiative to see what we're doing across the building with our positive behavior supports and say, just completely of her own volition, like, hey, I want in on that, and to do that on her own, I thought was really awesome and deserved a shout out. So Debbie, thank you for that. I wanted you to know that those actions don't go unnoticed, and that's awesome. I also wanted to tell you about a conversation that I had with MJ at lunch as I was just kind of hanging out for a bit with them during our last lunch, and she was just making reference to how well kindergarten has really taken to our routines and our reteaching, and how they're great at coming in and out of the gym for lunch, and how they are just following our expectations. And it just got me encouraged, kind of back to that conversation we had at the beginning of the year about habits, and how it makes perfect sense that our kindergartners would be the ones to really take to the new habits we're trying to instill at Coverdell, because these habits are all that they've ever known since their first day at Coverdell. And so while I know with our older ones it gets a little more challenging because they have a different perception of what the expectation is, because it's been different, that we can, one, expect to keep reteaching them and seeing improvements in that, but also the residual effects will compound year over year with kids that just come into the building and that's all they know. And so I think those are two things that are really encouraging about where we're at. And so again, I know that we're getting into a trying time, and so I wanted to remind you guys to keep it up, to keep hammering away at our tier 1 interventions, keep hammering away at the positive feedback, keep hammering away at the blue tickets, keep hammering away at the reteaching aspect, and really keep hammering away at the way we're interacting with each other, because I think we're in a really, really strong place right now. I know that can be hard sometimes. Past couple of days, the walkie's gone off a lot more. I want to remind you that when the walkie goes off, it's going off for our tier 3 students that need extra levels of support that we'll eventually get to. But for right now, we just need to stay the course, stay focused and intentional on the kids that we're targeting. And I think that we're doing a great job. So I want you guys to have a great evening tonight. I just wanted to take a minute to tell you that I'm so thankful that I'm at Coverdell as your principal, and that I'm really, really proud of you, and I'm proud of the work that you're doing for our kids. So have a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'm excited because we get to do it all again tomorrow. And so try to get some rest tonight, and I know that I appreciate you. Bye.